Good morning and welcome to today's guided Reiki meditation for those with and or without Reiki experience. Today is, I hope the music isn't a little bit too loud, but today's guided meditation is for finding an inner calm sea, an inner calm, cool sea at this time with a lot of tumultuous events happening in the world today. But finding this inner calm and cool sea. So let's see if this is working, and if any of you are joining this morning, you can always put a little thumbs up or a little heart or something like that. I did actually decide to do this last night after some deep reflection about what is going on in the current events in the world today. It is July 2022. And thought it would be, had some spiritual guidance to do this live Reiki guided meditation on Facebook Live so that people can join this morning. It's a Saturday morning while you're doing other things, or perhaps you can set aside some time this morning, live or on playback, to find again the inner calm sea. So I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Tracy Lynn. I'm a Reiki master. If you don't know me through these videos or personally, I was guided in 2020 during the beginning of the COVID-19 pandemic to give these guided meditations open for all, for those with Reiki experience, energy heroes, oh, interesting, healers, people of all different religions or faiths, to give support at this time and through this medium in order to reach people in their homes and give such needed spiritual support. So how these guided meditations work is, first of all, the introduction here. Then we will I will do a little talk in just a bit about the subject. That every meditation has a kind of focus, as you will see, and we'll be bringing in spiritual support, your spiritual support in particular. Anyone who's watching live or in playback will do a grounding exercise, so important at this time. And then we'll be doing a self-healing. And what that self-healing is bringing in that spiritual energy and using it for your own body, where we always start first. We always start with ourselves first. Very important in the spiritual practice. Important for how we go about the world as well. But starting with ourselves, and then I will be sending you spiritual energy, spiritual healing, Reiki healing, or golden healing light. Then, as a group, we will be sending energy to the focus, which is the world around us, and today for finding that inner calm and cool sea of spiritual support that we can have at any time. So I think, I'm not quite sure, I'm just going to turn down the music just a little bit. And again, if you are just joining, okay, the music is not going to be able to be turned down. What we're listening to, as I do in most of the videos, is a Reiki meditation, Reiki meditation music from Guided Numeditation. And I can always put that link below. I have always found this channel on YouTube to be very healing music. I've always used it with clients while I was doing work with clients, and I just feel it's very spiritually healing. So also, speaking of YouTube, you can also find this video and many others concerning Reiki meditation for different focuses. Previously, it was for the COVID lockdown that the world was going in 2020, and then for different events, for world peace, New Year's events, bringing spiritual energy in at that time. All these times very important. And you will find that on YouTube, Tracy, Lynn, Reiki. And there's about 60 videos currently, all with different focus topics that you can use at your own leisure, in your own home, for your own spiritual support. So, and I'm looking to see if I have any kind of messages or anything. Okay. So I'm just going to go ahead and start with the topic for today. And what I have is this picture. You know, things that have been going on for me personally, and watching the events, you know, of the world right now. It is summertime in the northern hemisphere, where we experience very high heat, but due to the climate change, you know, we've been reading about all of these very high temperatures in Europe, record-breaking temperatures. You know, I live on the west coast of the United States. We've been experiencing this, you know, fires, wildfires and things, but now kind of affecting Europe. We are all connected, but it just made me think of these tumultuous times. So, you know, people having perhaps to evacuate, change things about how they're living, different health conditions, causing a lot of chaos or anxiety at this time. And so when we're living in that time, it doesn't really it doesn't help us to continue 24/7, you know, thinking about this, experiencing that. We do need like some respite from this kind of chaotic, tumultuous events. And so as I was thinking and meditating on this, I came up with that we, you know, need to find at this time this calm and cool sea, which exists with each deep inside each one of us. And right now it seems really deep. So I actually am going to hold up the picture because the print wasn't working out. And it is the picture that's associated with this video today. And I felt like this picture here just embodies the kind of spiritual qualities I would personally like to have, and I would like to help you find, and for us to share with others at this time. The spiritual qualities of calm. Calm in the sea. You know, emotions being tumultuous at this time, but to be able to feel calmness, which seems, you know, like it could be out of reach. But this inner calmness of a sea, this kind of anchoring, this very important place that is deep inside of us, this calm sea, and at the same time, cool, especially for the northern hemisphere. And because you can see the outcome of, you know, the chaos, the extreme climate issues. It doesn't help us to go into that energy 24/7. What can help us at this time, and I'm hoping that it will help myself personally as well, but all those who are affected at this current time, to give them some kind of calm, coolness. This calmness, this coolness can affect our thoughts. Calm, cool, peaceful thoughts. Which then, once we breathe it in, and I'm actually going to have us start off a little bit, I guess just looking at this picture as I'm talking. And the reason why I have the mountains and the cool mountains is the calm collectedness we want to breathe in. Breathe this in for a couple of breaths. Visualize this state of mind, this state of being. And doing it with the breath, so it is immediate for us in our body now. So I'll let you take a couple nice deep breaths, thinking, reflecting upon this image, this spiritual image. Just drinking in that image and that spiritual state of mind and being. And so now we're going to practice the meditation. As I said, with the Reiki healing, you can either have Reiki experience and participate in the guided meditation or not. You can use Reiki energy or visualize golden healing light, spiritual energy at this time. And as we were thinking about finding this inner calm, I was reflecting upon it this morning as like being or inhabiting this energy, for it to be in ourselves, for us to be one with it, in order to move through, to have a respite at this time, and then to move through these kind of tumultuous events in a peaceful, calm, cool way, which will have much better effects in the future. So the healing is for now, today, but as you can see, hopefully we'll experience this state and then bring it forward to the future. Okay, so now to begin and welcome if you're just joining. Now to begin the simple self-healing, you want to bring your hands into the prayer position. I'm just adjusting this with the light this morning. It has been a while. I've been working, doing healing work full time pretty much these days. So forgive me for the lack of videos. But in any case, okay. So hands at the heart position, hands in prayer position. Calling on the Reiki guides, spiritual support that I have and that you have, your own personal healing guides, or however you look at that, to bring it into this group meditation today. And then, now that we brought in these healing guides in this protected space this morning, you can imagine the Reiki coming into the physical body, up here through the top of the head, or golden healing light coming into the top of the head, down to the shoulders, floating in down to the heart area, to the abdomen, to the seated position that you're in, or lying down. You can be in either today or tonight, whenever you're using this video. Floating down to your knees and to your feet. So bringing in that spiritual energy, and then next providing grounding. Imagine the energy from the bottom of the spinal cord, a kind of rope that goes down below to where we're sitting, extends from the bottom of the spine to below, directly below us, to the earth, now into the earth's, below the earth's surface, connecting in, finding our own space, our own particular space this morning. Everyone is individual. Everyone has this grounding, individual grounding as well. Holding on to that space. And now bringing that grounded, rooted energy up through this kind of rope or cord, up to the earth's surface, to the soles of the feet, floating upwards into the body, to just under the abdomen. And now mixing those two energies, beginning with the crown and bringing it around the body, circulating. And whether you can feel this or not, if you've had previous experience with meditation or yoga, that's fine. Just imagine and follow along with this guided meditation. Take a couple nice deep breaths here and notice how you feel. Okay, so now to begin the self-healing, it's easy to follow along. Bring your hands to the top of the head, allowing this Reiki energy or golden healing light to come in, with a specific focus and intent today of finding that inner calm and cool sea. Healing energy flows in now. Allow the healing to flow in. Starting this self-healing, always beginning with ourselves first. Okay, so now how the next part of the healing is, it's the back of the head, your palm, and the front, your forehead, making a kind of sandwich. So then the energy will come in and float to this area between the palms of your hands, healing the thoughts, slowing down, calming. Healing energy flows now. And then for the next kind of healing sandwich, bring your hands to the back of the head, the front of the mouth, the communication center. Healing energy, allow the healing energy again to come in and then float through the palms of the hands. Healing, calm and cool to this communication center. Now. And then have your hands float down to the back of the neck, the front of the neck here, the top of the chest. Healing energy flows between your two hands, your two palms. Healing energy, calmness and coolness. Spiritual support flows in now. Healing energy flows. And now bringing hands to the front of the body, right hand on the right side of the chest. Here is the sternum area. Left hand on the heart area. Palms flat. Healing now flows into the front part of the body, into the heart space, giving calmness and coolness to heart emotions. Bringing calmness and coolness perhaps where there was not that previously. Or just taking the time to feel that healing energy now. Exhaling, listening to your body, exhaling if needed, inhaling more, depending on what your body needs, listening to your body. And then bring your hands to just below at the diaphragm, below the ribs. Right hand on the right side, left on the left. Healing energy flows now. Healing energy into this area of the body, the diaphragm, that controls the breathing, for calmness and coolness. Breathing in that calmness and cool sea, the one that we had pictured, and Reiki and golden healing light. And then move the hands to just above the belly button, allowing the same energy to flow into this part of the body. This part of the body where we digest nutrients, healing with that process that can get affected at this time. And then move the hands to below the belly button. Right hand on the right side, flat. Again. Left hand on the left. The energy floats in. And bringing that picture of the calm and cool sea into this area of the body as well. And then hands down to the top of, around the hips, the top of the thighs. Right hand on the right side, left on the left. Healing energy flows. flows now. Noticing how you feel, and as always, if other thoughts or feelings pop up, acknowledge them, and then go back to the meditation, the guided meditation this morning. Not forcing, but allowing that healing energy to flow. And then bring your hands to the back of the body, though you can't really see. It's kind of midway up the back, where the adrenal glands are that deal with stress in the body. Right hand on the right side of the spine, left on the left. Healing energy flows now. Healing energy flows now. And then slightly lower your hands to the top of the sacrum, the lower back. Right hand on the right side, left on the left. Bringing in the healing energy, the inner calm. To this place that may feel stressed from these times. Healing energy flows to the lower back now. And then bring your hands to the top of the thighs again, the hip area. This integrates the front of the body, the back of the body. And then bring your hands to the tops of the knees. If you are sitting down, or knees are full bended, folded, or if you're lying down as far as you can reach, healing energy comes and flows in now. Into the body, healing the body, healing flows now. And then if you are in the seated position, or if you're lying down, direct the next energy down towards the ankles, the feet. I'm just lifting my legs and stretching a little bit there. Right hand on the right side, left on the left. Healing energy flows now. Healing and finding that inner calm, the inner seed. Healing flows now. And now bring your hands back to the heart position in the prayer position, noticing how you feel. Always starting with yourself first. And now that we've worked on the physical body with self-healing, extend this healing energy, this inner calm seed, to around the body, about 3 feet, in all directions, filling in that space around you now. Using Reiki, which is healing and a meditation, not just one or the other, using both. And today, that picture of the inner calm and cool sea, bringing that energy in now for respite and healing today. Okay, and so that is the self-healing portion. Now I'm going to be sending Reiki to you, distance healing. And the interesting part is this can actually be healing, whether you're watching this live or on playback. So you can just still be in that seated or lounge position. Be open to receiving healing energy. In this protected space now. Healing energy flows now to you who are watching. Healing and focusing today on the inner calm and cool sea. A spiritual and physical quality within yourself. During these times, healing energy flows now. Healing energy flows to you now. Healing in this protected space. Healing flows now. Healing flows in through me, my physical body, to you now. Allowing this to happen. Picture that calm sea, the calm and cool sea, experiencing that. healing to whatever part needs this in your body now, shoulders, neck. Healing energy flows. Disconnect from this part of the healing with your hands at the heart position and slowly open your eyes, noticing how you feel now. This is a practice. Every day of this spiritual practice, every time that you practice, healing energy flows and bringing in that calm, inner, cool sea. Okay, so now as I usually explain, the next step of the ripple effect of healing, and I do talk about that in the other videos, but we do the healing for ourselves always first, then to you, the viewer. Then as a group, using that same thing that I just showed you through receiving, and I will guide this meditation for the next 5 to 10 minutes. I know I have a time frame. People are very busy Saturday morning, but we will be sending to the world around us this healing for finding inner calm and cool sea, the metaphoric spiritual sea, for support at this time. Okay, so now I just kind of changed the camera and our laptop to, the altar area, where we will all be focusing this Reiki healing this morning to the world around us. Healing energy flows through us, through the hands, towards the outer world, which is represented here on the altar. Reiki begins to flow, golden healing energy, that energy of the calm sea. Healing flows through us now. Healing flows through us, through this group this morning, to the outer world. Healing energy flows, that inner calm and coolness flows now. directed towards particular situations in the world. But just allow the energy to flow where it is needed. This inner calm and cool sea of spiritual support flows through us this morning now. Healing like waves flows to the global community now. Healing energy flows now. Reiki, golden healing light, and that quality of the inner calm and cool sea flows now to the global community. Healing energy flows to this group now. Now, live or whenever you are watching this video, healing energy flows. Flows into our body, through our hands, through this group, to the global community now. Sharing this beautiful gift of healing to the global community now. to bring your hands back to the prayer position. Excuse me, I'm just adjusting this. Bring your hands back to the prayer position. Just notice your grounding cord again. The sensations in your own body. Noticing how you feel after this practice today and bringing in the gift of healing and sharing with others for the inner calm and cool sea. So I hope you enjoyed and got some respite from this healing practice this morning. It is the ripple effect of healing where we always start with ourselves, then you, then the world around us. Please share this healing with others or use it as often as necessary, which right now it could be, and this is where a daily practice comes in. A good place to start with to anchor, experience some inner calm and cool sea for you. So blessings to you. I will also upload this morning